the one who allowed you. Don't you know? Didn't you know you had a brain? Blah, 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 and blah. Atilola, and you're welcome to the first ever episode of Let's Do Life with Atilola. I'm very excited about this new venture. This is my YouTube channel, and you need to support me by subscribing. Click the subscribe button below because you are in for an adventure of a lifetime. This is a YouTube channel that you are never going to see anything like. We're going to be discussing life issues. We are going to be discussing so many subject matters, and at the end of the day, the objective is to be able to live a life of impact here on earth while having fun, while keeping it real, while not going with popular trends, and still have a full life here on earth. So my name is Atilola, and I'm very excited. This is the first ever episode. I would like to have your feedback by the time you're done watching this particular episode in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think we need to discuss. I'm here coming to you with a whole lot of positivity, a whole lot of vibes, and a whole lot of new interesting things to discuss. All right, so for my first ever episode today, I'm going to be talking about something very important, very controversial to some people, and I think it needs to be talked about. Basically, it's something I've blogged about before. About 2 years ago, is it last year, I blogged about it, and I think that it's a topic I should bring up. So there is this trend of women. They always insult strong, successful women who like to say, go on stage when they're taking an award. They say, I thank my husband for allowing me to follow my dreams. I thank my husband for allowing me to achieve purpose. If not for my husband, blah blah blah. So these women, they get like very angry, they get very bitter, and they're like, they blame the successful women. They're like, why is it that successful women need to paint a picture of you must be submissive and subservient to the point that your husband will allow you? Because they claim that these women always say, I thank my husband for allowing me to achieve my dreams. I thank my husband for allowing me be who I want to be. I thank my husband for allowing me follow purpose. So their grouse is with the word, why do they need to thank their husband for allowing them? That their husbands do not own them, so their husband shouldn't be the one to allow them. And it's very, very funny because I myself I'm a very strong-willed woman. If you know, I am a very strong-willed woman, and I have been on the both sides of divide myself, meaning I have been single and now I am married. I've been a strong-willed single woman, and now I'm a strong-willed married woman. Marriage, it did not break my will or bend my will. It did not turn me to a cooked vegetable. No, I'm still a very, very strong carrot. Alrighty, so these women, they say, I understand where they're coming from, but women, we need to be as wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove, as they say. But you need to get something straight. Let's keep it real here. I don't think these strong-willed women are thanking their husbands for allowing them, in quotes, because men are very funny. Men can be very interesting creatures to live with, and you need to know the kind of husband that you have. First, but let me get something straight. Marriage is not compulsion. Marriage is not compulsion. Your status as a married person or as a single person, it's your choice. And when you get married, some realities will hit you. I can't believe that I'll be one saying this. Some realities will hit you that no matter your religious inclinations, no matter your background, no matter your ambitions, who you are, whether you're subservient, you're a housewife, you're a lazy couch, you're strong, you are this, you're that. Some realities will come and slap you in the face when you get married. It will slap you, you will not know where the slap is coming from. It doesn't have to be the man slapping you. The reality of marriage will slap you. So you see these women, they know what they are doing. And you need to understand that marriage is not about one party. So when one party becomes successful, it is not that party that is successful. It's like the union that allowed that woman to shine, or allowed that man to shine, even if it's the man. Because for a man to shine, there's a woman standing behind him, making sure that the home front is working well. If the home front is not working well, she is not going to be able to, he is not going to be able to shine. So the person you marry can actually make you or ruin you. The person you marry, the person you choose to spend the rest of your life with. See, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter whether you care about the person. You got married to the person, now you don't send the guy anymore, you don't do this anymore. That guy, even as you don't send him, he can ruin you. Even without lifting a finger, he can ruin you. And I'm going to explain why. I'm going to explain why to you. Because for a woman to be successful, a married woman to be successful, there is a support system that allows her to be that person she is. So you see all these bank MDs that have good homes or not so good homes, or even terrible homes or whatever, but they are successful out there. There is something that is building them up. The person you marry can build you up to unimaginable heights. The man you marry, because this is to the women specifically, the man you get married to can build you to unimaginable heights, or it can ruin your life to the point where you decay, that the only thing you be producing is maggots. As productive as you are, the man you marry can ruin you to the point where the only thing you produce is maggots. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted at all. In many cases, these men that you see that bring their wives down and all, they don't set out to pull their wives down. They don't set out to say, this woman, you're not going to make it in life, blah, blah, blah. No. It is their lack of availability, their lack of support alone can finish you. Their lack of support alone can finish you as a woman. So ultimately, what would determine whether the journey to you achieving your goal, whether it's smooth or it's rough, is your husband. I'm telling you, if you're married, whether it's smooth or it's rough, is your husband. Now, I'm going to take a practical case of two women, and you're going to follow me. So there's a woman A. She's been married for 8 years with 3 young children, and the last child is under 2 years old. And in the height of in fact, you know what? Let's make it the two women. The two women are married for 8 years, 3 children. The last child for each of the women under 2 years old, right? And they are the height of their career. They are just about to make it to that level where they will be like, oh wow, they would have achieved that thing that they've been setting their goals, their eyes on since when they were teenagers to achieve. So they are at a stage where they have to start moving around the country. Both of these women that are in this same exact situation, they will start moving around the country, and you get to get that breakthrough that they've been fighting for. Now imagine woman A, with a husband that is stable, is present, he's supportive, he understands the phase she's currently in, and he understands that it's a temporary phase, and is always willing to fill the gap for her. Even when a second child took ill in her absence, he bridged the gap. He probably didn't even inform her. He didn't alarm her, because he knows that if you alarm her with the seriousness of the situation, it will steer her concentration. So he didn't tell her because he didn't want to alarm her. Then imagine woman B with the same situation, but her husband has not really determined in his heart to bring her down, but is insecure, is threatened by her rise. So even though he doesn't lift his finger to help her, even though he does not condemn her, he doesn't stop her, he doesn't help her, he doesn't support her. So when she wants to travel, she will go and beg her mommy, who is now tired of all this. Please, mommy, help me today. Please, mommy, help me tomorrow. Her mom is already tired. She'll go and beg her mom, please, I need to go to Cameroon today. Please help me take my 3 children. In fact, the husband is just sitting at home doing nothing. 3 energetic 3 children. The last one is 2 years old. And if you're a mother, you understand how these children can be. Because her husband is a no-go area. And that's after she has made sure that the husband has food in the freezer for 1 week to eat. She has made sure he has food, blah, 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 so that you know what, you are sorted. The children go and stay with my mom, so that you can just be microwaving the food and eat. And when her own child took in her own absence, you know what she did? She had to fly back home from wherever Cameroon she was in, fly back home to sort it out, because her mother cannot handle the stress of taking care of an ill child in addition to 2 other grandchildren. Now, because of this, she cannot prepare well for, you know, that woman, wherever she is at work, her mind will not be settled. She will not be happy because her child is ill, the 2 children are stressing her aged mother, her husband is not settled also, you get. So she begins to, you know, the presentation that probably she's supposed to give the next day, she will not prepare well for it. She might be sloppy in the presentation, and she will even lose maybe that once in a lifetime opportunity to be the regional head of somewhere if she were pitching against woman A. Now imagine, both of them have the same potential, both of them are in the same phase of their life, we're about to break through. While woman A is soaring high, woman B is constantly wondering if all the hassle is worth it. She's like, is this worth it? Look at my children, they are not settled. My family is not settled. Is it even worth it? At the end of the day, she's constantly choosing between her kids and her career, and she's failing at both of them. She's failing woefully, while her husband is just watching like this. He's not lifting a finger, he's not doing this, he's just carrying on with his life as usual. After a while, you know what she will just do, this woman B, she will just take a less demanding role. She just sit down, probably just take a job that is not as demanding as much, so that she can concentrate on her family. Not necessarily with lesser pay, but with lesser demands. And even though the challenges of the new job will not fuel her, you know, to where she wants to be, but at least now she has peace of mind. Her family is more stable, everything is fine. She has peace of mind. See, woman A will now continue to rise. Woman B will continue to decline. These women are friends, and they follow each other's stories. Woman A and B, they follow each other's stories. 20 years later, woman A clearly sees the difference between their life, because woman A knows woman B's story. She knows that she's not better than woman B, but she can see the difference between their life, and she knows in her heart of hearts that what makes a difference because it is because of her own kind of husband and woman B's kind of husband. Now she knows that that's the major determinant, and not because she's necessarily more intelligent. So she publicly thanks her. They now call her for an award. This is 25 years later. They call her for an award. She's now thanking her husband. Oh, I thank my husband for his support, for allowing me. Can you see where the word allow come? For allowing me fulfill my dreams. For allowing me be the woman I always wanted to be. For allowing me come into my own. Then I want the distorted feminists. They come, and why you? How dare you say your husband was the one who allowed you? Don't you know? Didn't you know you had a brain? Blah 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 blah. They now start, they now go for her head. But this woman knows where she's coming from. She knows that without that allowing, without that support, she would have been nothing. She would have been nothing. It's not like she's telling you that the guy allowed her to be successful or anything, or the guy gave her permission, because permission is another word they always use, that the guy cannot give you permission. So, or the guy gave her permission. So, but the fact is that your husband's actions or inactions make a difference. They make a difference. It is all it needs to do is just to withdraw his hand of support like this. It will not spoil you. It will not even say anything about it. It will just withdraw the hand of support, and everything will just come tumbling down. Because marriage is a yoke. So they yoke you with one man. They yoke you with one man. Where he pulls you or where you pull him, that's where both of you go together. So that's why it's called a yoke. Let me tell you something. We might argue that woman B should have left her husband. She should what doesn't mean she should have left her husband. He was not supporting her. But the truth is that it would have made her situation better. You know, if she had left her husband, because now I'm not talking about the husband now, we are talking about the situation. If they had left her husband, she would have maybe married another person, or she would have still be looking for a way to find how to take care of her children and, you know, still rise to the top in her career. But it would have made her situation better at that particular point in time. She would have been running helter-skelter from point A to B just so she can have it together. So let's not be quick to judge women when they thank their husbands for allowing them or for permitting them or for, you know, all those words. The truth is that everybody's case is different. Some men, it is that thanking, that praising that allows them to even support you more. Is that thanking, that praising that allows them to support you more. So please don't be quick to judge. Don't be quick to say all these successful women they are passing the wrong way, because that's what they say. They are passing wrong message to the younger women, that they are passing the wrong message to the single women. Everybody's situation is different. See, you know your husband. I know my husband. Everybody knows their own husband. So the way your husband likes you, just package it like that and do it like that. Marriage is not compulsory. That's what me I always say. Marriage is not compulsory. But if you have chosen to get married, then just work that marriage. You know, make it work so that you enjoy it. I'm not a marriage counselor. I've only been married for almost 4 years, so I don't know anything. This is not a counseling YouTube channel. It just happens that this is my first topic that I decided that let's gist about it. You get, let's gist about it. I'm not here to solve anybody's marital problems, even though I used to dream of being a marriage counselor when I was like a teenager. But everybody's situation is different. You get, let's not be quick to judge these women. My own husband supports me. I thank God. This is my first my first video. My husband, because he has an eye for details and everything, I just told him to quickly set up something for me till I maybe find another place. You need to keep evolving till I find a permanent place, and I do. But my husband set up this place, so I'm thanking my husband for allowing me start this YouTube channel. He set up the stuff, he set up everything. So, but when these women say, all these successful, when they say the best decision they ever made was to marry the right man, and they believe every young woman now should be intentional about the decision or for who they choose to marry, please take their words for it. They know what they are talking about. They know what they are talking about. Honestly, all those Twitter activism is very far from reality. If you are married, I didn't say you should go and listen to married women or listen to married pastors. Just go and listen to your marriage. Go inside your marriage and study it. Forget all those Twitter activism. It will not get you anywhere. There's something called feminism and there's something called distorted feminism. And I believe that sometime later I'm also going to go into it, because I'm very passionate about women issues. But you know, we are all gisting. I just believe that we should always work towards living a life here on earth that is full of impact and is also a full life. We don't have to suffer here on earth just because we want to enjoy in heaven. So I'm welcoming you once again to Let's Do Life. I want us to do life together. I want us to do a full life together. Please let me know what you think about this topic. I've given you my own take on it, but it's just my own take. You can let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Please, let's not be quick to judge. Let's be quick to understand people's situations, and let's be quick to embrace everybody. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.